Hey guys, Dustin with Top Deck here, and today I'm going to be bringing you the Invoked Eldlich deck. Now, this one in my opinion is definitely stronger than the Pure variant. I just think both engines just synergize with each other so well. I mean, the grind game is just absolutely ridiculous. Recurring the resources, I mean, this deck is just amazing. I think it puts up a good contender with a lot of the other meta decks right now. So guys, without further ado, let's get into that deck profile. So starting with our monster lineup, obviously going to be playing 3 Eldlich. Now, if you somehow don't know what this card does, you can send him and one other spell and trap to the grave to target one card on the field and send it to the graveyard. And then you can send another spell or trap to put him back to your hand. Then you can special summon any zombie, including himself. And then if he comes back from that, he gets an additional 1,000 attack and defense, and he is unaffected by your opponent's card effects. So he's really strong. He can get pretty big. You know, he's hard to get over, honestly. So definitely want to be playing, 3 of him. I play 3 of him in both versions, Pure and the Invoked. So, I mean, I am seeing some other variants, like of the Synchro deck. Not too sure what I think on that one, but anyways, guys, let's go on into some of the Invoke cards. Obviously playing 3 Alistair. He is the only normal summon we play in the deck. I think there's like 7 cards total, including himself, to be able to get to him. So he's the only one that we want to play in the deck there. So definitely be playing 3 Alistairs. Now onto some of the extenders and draw power. 3 Magician Souls. Now this deck is not budget by any means necessary, but this card just works so well with sending spell and traps to the graveyard, which is strong for the Eldlich part, and then you get the draw. It's amazing. So it works so well with the Eldlich engine in this. And then the one target we play is Apprentice Illusion Magician. She's nice even if you do draw her. Her discarding a card to get a body on the field is actually decent too, since we want to send our spell and traps to the graveyard anyways. So she's the best one in my opinion to play for the target, just because if you do draw her, she's not an absolute brick. So now for the last of them, the hand traps, I do play 2 Ash Blossom. Now I don't play 3 of any of my hand traps. I don't want to clog down, and I don't want to see 2 of her in my opening hand. So I want to decrease those odds. But she hits a lot of stuff. She's real strong in the format right now. So I play 2 of her, and she's fire, which helps with the Invoke guys. And then moving on to my last 2, I choose to play 2 Valor. I didn't play Crow because I feel like we've got the trap cards, that banish. So instead of impermanence, I played this one because he's a light target, for Mechaba. So that's why I'm choosing to play Effect Valor. I think he's going to be kind of strong in this deck, in my personal opinion. So, and he's not a once per turn either, so that's kind of nice. But that's why I'm choosing to play Valor and over Impermanence. And honestly, Nibiru, guys, it's not strong right now because so many decks can play around it or play through it. I mean, it's just not strong. And like against Eldlich, it doesn't do anything. And the Adamantipator, like I said, they can play around it, play through it. It's not good right now, guys. So I would not advise you playing Nibiru. But that's going to be it for the monster lineup, guys. Let's get into the spells here. More Invoke cards. 3 Magical Meltdowns. Must play this at 3. Absolutely. We want to be seeing our Invoke cards as much as possible. So definitely be playing 3 Meltdowns. And then with that, we play the 1 Terraforming. So those are our 7 ways, for Alistair. So that's, I would definitely be playing as many ways to get to him as possible. And then play 2 Invocation. I don't think 3 is necessary. I think 2 is the perfect number. I've heard people trying to cut it down to 1, which, you know, you can get this resource back. I get that, but I feel more comfortable with 2 in the deck. So 2 invocation. Now, just for a little bit of additional draw power, I do play 1 knowledge and 1 secrets. I didn't have room for, you know, the 3, so, and I wouldn't play Blue Boy anyways, because I only want to have the 1 normal summon in my deck, so I play 1 of each. I mean, you technically could play 2 knowledge if you want. Honestly, I don't even know where the second one is, so I just play that for a little bit additional draw power. Now, I do choose to play Dark Ruler no more in the main deck, just because some of those boards that they're putting up, I mean, they're almost impossible to play through, and even if you do, your board's going to be extremely weak. So this is an easy side out card if you know you're going to be going first, but some of those boards, man, you're just going to have to turn off so you can play. I mean, with Link Ross out now, I mean, that card just, I mean, it just produces like almost unstoppable boards with, you know, Needle Fiber. So I would be playing 3 of those in the main deck, but if you don't want to choose to do that, that's completely up to you. I do play 3 Cursed Eldlins. I mean, that's pretty standard in any Eldlich build. I mean, this is your searcher of the deck, so definitely going to want to be playing 3 of these. Now on to some of the Elixirs. I only play 1 black, and then I play 1 white. That's pretty much the standard ratio for the Invoke variant. Now, you play more than that in the pure build, you play more of this, not so much of this. This is normally always at like 1 copy, maybe 2 in the pure if you're going that route, but those, as far as the magic elixirs of black and white, those are the numbers you normally want to play. Now that's it for the spells, guys. Let's get on to the traps. Continuing on to the elixirs. 3 Sanguine, because this is the best one. So, I mean, as far as the trap lineup, you're pretty much maximizing out on most of the traps. So, definitely 3 Sanguine. And then 3 Conquistador. This one sends. This one's real nice, and it's level 5, which is, you know, it comes up in your extra deck too. So if you happen to get 2 of these trap monsters on the field at the same time, you know, you can go into your Pallades. So this one's really nice. I really like this one. You know, being able to just send any card is definitely nice for spot removal. So then moving on, we also play 3 of Hakero. He is like your kind of like your called by the grave for the your opponent, which is pretty strong, you know, especially for mirror matches, getting rid of Eldlich and banishing them, you know, or any deck that plays around in the graveyard, which there's a lot of them out there. So definitely play 3 of those. And then for the last of the traps, guys, I play 1 Golden Land Forever. I mean, it's nice to have out a Nominee Negate. It sucks that you've got to pretty much sacrifice a zombie for it. That's why those trap guys come in handy. You can just sack 1 of those for this card. But having a Nominee Negate that's searchable in the deck is, I mean, you can't really go wrong with that. So I think playing it at 1 of is pretty decent. So, but that's it for the main deck, guys. Clean 40. I always do that. Now let's move on to the extra deck. So into the Invoke, guys, I play 2 Mechaba. He's like one of the best ones to be going into, you know, what else can I say? He's definitely one of the best Invoke ones, in my opinion, that you can go into. That's why I play 2 copies. And I play 1 Kaliga. I mean, this card can really shut down a lot of stuff too. I mean, this can shut down Adamancipator just in itself. So this one's a really nice one to keep in there. So definitely play at least 1 of the copies of Kaliga. And then for the last of them, Purgatorio. I mean, this one just great for OTKs. So that's why you're playing this one. This card's awesome. But just be resourceful enough. Some people were choosing to play this at 2. Just manage your resources. That's all I can tell you, is manage your resources and make sure it's the right time to bring him out. I mean, unless you want to play 2 copies of him, you're more than welcome to. You can move some things around the extra deck to play 2. So, but now that's it for the fusions, guys. Let's go into some of our links. Almirage, to be able to get into your Purgatrio, you know, just for level 1, so that's nice. Definitely got to play the 1 target there, and then you play 1 Gardna for your light target for Mechaba. And then I go with Anima for the dark for Kalika. And if your opponent isn't playing around this card, this can suck up a you know, a monster in the extra monster zone or anything it points to. So this card's pretty nice if they're not playing around that, and some people do forget to, so keep that in mind too when you're going second. That's it for the link 1s. Get into the 2s. Obviously playing Invoker of Madness, definitely got to play this card. This card is awesome. You know, getting to be able to search your, you know, invocation is definitely strong, so you definitely got to be playing one of him. I choose to play, you know, just a standard link 2 IP Masquerena. This is totally up to you guys if you want to play this card or not. Some of the extra deck is just, you know, you can kind of pick and choose. You know, just those invoke cards and some of those targets are definitely a must, but some of this other stuff is definitely, you know, you can kind of play around with it and make it to what you would want. But I choose to go into IP Masquerena, and then I play the 1 Phoenix and 1 Unicorn. You know, just to come out of Kaliga, you know, that's why I kind of keep these guys in here, you know, as well as IP Masquerena. So sometimes you just need a link 2 or something like that just to get into them. So that's why I play these, you know, and getting rid of back row, and just to get this bounce back a card is strong too. So I play each one of those. And then to finalize the link, guys, I choose to play Blackluster Soldier. Being able to, if you happen to be able to go into him, you know, off from IP Masquerena or anything, or you use your Eldlich to go into him to get his 1 effect there, you know, is nice. And being able to banish is really nice too when he destroys a monster. So I like him. He's nice in control, so I like that. But that'll wrap it up for the links, guys. As far as the Exceeds, playing the 1 Pallades, if you happen to get 2 of your trap monsters and you want to bounce back a card with him, so he's good to play. It does come up. And then to wrap it up, play 1 Gustav Max and then 1 Libre, you know, to burn for 2,000 into OTK with him. So that will wrap up the extra deck, guys. I didn't put together a side deck for you today, but I mean, it's pretty standard stuff. You know, you want to be playing your pretty much your go and second cards and stuff like that, and you know, just things like that. I mean, developing a side deck is not too difficult right now, honestly. So, but I hope you guys liked it. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Let me know what you like better. Do you guys prefer the pure variant of Eldlich, or do you like this Invoke part better, or are you liking this new Synchro build? Me personally, I'm not a big fan of all that spamming the board, you know, with link cross and stuff like that. I haven't really played around with that too much, but I hope you guys are liking the content. If you do, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to be coming at you with some more deck profiles for sure. I'm trying to get out as much as possible. I think one of my next ones is going to be Dinos. I'm going to be doing a Dino build, True King. And, you know, I'm also going to be bringing out a Thunder Dragon deck too as well. So I think that'll be kind of fun and nostalgic to see. I just still think, you know, even though Colossus is banned, I think he's going to be kind of fun to play around with. And I have a kind of a feeling that they may bring him back to 1. So it's either going to be Dinos or Thunder Dragons that you're going to be seeing next on my deck profile. I know I got a couple requests to redo some of my other ones. I had my Chaos build and Chaos Mac Dragon build, and then they wanted to see an updated version of my combo zombies, which I am going to be getting around to do. Combo zombies is one of my favorites, so be tuned for that. And like I said, guys, I hope you're enjoying the content, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.